The first thing Tim did well was what he hadn't planned for, which was getting up here without a presentation. And he made his best effort to just even describe what it was, which I thought was a difficult task. Because you really have to see the picture of the two faces in the vase to understand what he's talking about. But he did it as well as you could possibly do it without seeing something. Now Tim's obviously a very polished speaker. He's been doing this for a while. So he does a lot of things that you might not even notice because he does them so relaxed. One of those things is staging. He uses the stage very well. So did you notice that he made a point here, he made another point over here, and then he made his third point over here. And when you integrate that with the subject, you can really hammer home the points to the audience. The other thing Tim did really well was the information he had in his speech. There was so much good information. I even thought, if there's a drawback to it, this should have probably been a 10-minute speech, because I was trying to write down all of the notes, but I couldn't almost keep up with it. And a few things that you could have improved to get to that point. First, I would almost make it a 10-minute speech, and I would add in a stronger benefit. At one point, Tim mentioned a benefit to the audience, which was that you can encourage and help people to get up here more often by giving them constructive feedback and showing them what they did well as what they can improve. And you put that in sort of like a third of the way through or 2/3 of the way through. I had never thought about that before. I made a quick note of it and said, yeah, that is a great reason to give an evaluation. I would establish that off of the bat. And I think you were so eager to give the audience a summary of what you talked about in the last three that you waited till a little bit late to give the benefit. The other thing, this is a very small point, but I just noticed it. Maybe it was because I talked to Tim at the beginning. It was a difficult task to summarize something that had been talked about for 3 weeks prior, with people that may not have been here. And Tim mentioned, this is kind of hard. People haven't been here. I got to summarize this. They haven't really heard it. But I wouldn't, you mentioned it a couple times, I would steer away from that, only because it's not connecting with the audience. So I felt almost a little bit bad, because you'd mentioned, well, you guys haven't been here. It's like, I'm sorry. I couldn't make it. But it is a little bit of a point where it's separating the audience just a little bit. But overall, fantastic information. If you were able to keep up and write down the notes, he's got everything there that you need to know to give a great evaluation. Thanks, Tim.